What's up, guys? Tim Halson with DragBoss Garage. I'm going to give you the history of the McEwen and Williams Pro Stock Pinto. That's Ernie MacEwen right there. Let me tell you about him. He worked for Ford Experimental for most of his career. Some of his highlights: he's the crew chief and engine builder for Doug Nash's B/FX Comet Fairlane, Ford Thunderbolt drag team factory mechanic, Carroll Shelby GT40 MK2 team mechanic. Built the first prototype Boss 429 Mustang prior to Kar Kraft taking over the production builds. Ernie bought Boss 429 number 16 and turned into a Pro Stock drag car. There were only 7 Pinto Body and whites made in '72. Now there's only 3 left, and this is one of them. And that's Dr. Ron right there on the right. And he bought this car, I think, in 2013 from the last owner. It sat for a year, and he picked it up in 2014 where these pictures were taken. But here's the story of the Pinto. So for the record, the Pinto has always ran a 351 Cleveland. There's a short block sitting there that came with the car. I love this picture. That must be Floyd Williams welding there. Looks like he's smoking a cigarette. Great looking engine compartment. Looks like that sheet metal is nice. Got some bead rolling there. Cool looking radiator. Check out the inside. All business. I like how it only has 3 gauges in the tach. And you can see the cable there, so that's a cable-driven tachometer. Peek in there, what is that? A Lenco 4-speed. Just amazing to go back in time and see this car when it was new and being built. And these are all prior to it being painted. Now the next pictures are when it became the McEwen and Williams classic Pinto Pro Stock car. Now this was raced by Ernie, and the driver was Floyd Williams. And they had a nephew of Ernie's named Mike Reed, and he helped him at the racetrack. There's the paint scheme that you'll see before any of the gold leaf lettering was placed. Just amazing. Okay, I read that. That's cool. So I got to give a big shout out to Dr. Ron, who supplied me with all these pictures. And of course, whoever took these back in '72 and '73 at some of the tracks. And I don't really know who the people are for the most part, but the next picture coming up is like the classic picture. When you see this, there's Ernie MacEwen on the left, Floyd Williams, and I suspect the guy on the right was Mike Reed. That might be him there. There he is, driver Floyd Williams. So the car was raced from '73 to the summer of '76. The car ran a best of an 881 at 155 miles an hour. After Ernie MacEwen and Floyd Williams decided to sell the car, apparently either Gap and Roush bought it, but they brokered a deal and sold the car to Jim Van Cleeve. Now, he was from Washington State, and he and his wife picked it up on their honeymoon in 1976 in Detroit. Got to throw that picture there. That is greatest. So here it is at Jim Van Cleeve's. You can see his Fairlane there in the Pinto. He changed the paint scheme from what it was to blue and white. Now, Jim Van Cleeve raced the Pinto with every transmission combination you can think of, and it ended up settling on the Lenco 4-speed, and he raced it until 1983. And in fact, that original Lenco, Dr. Ron Burgess bought that. It's been sitting for 30-something years, and that's going to go back in the car. So there's a killer picture of the 351 Cleveland high-ported iron heads with a worked-over tunnel ram and 2.4s. That's beautiful. So Jim Van Cleeve raced the car in Pro Stock from '76 to '78 and found out that it wasn't that competitive and it was expensive to race, so he raced some other classes and raced that car up until 1983. At that time, the engine was pulled and the car was sold to Dr. Ron's buddy, Monty Green, in 1984. Monty Green raced the Pinto with a 351 Cleveland and a single 4-barrel. He used a Power Glide transmission. He mostly raced in the super gas classes, and I was told that he raced the car for at least 5 years. So in 1989, Monty Green sold the car to Bob Yoke, And Bob was from Virginia. He and his son were Ford dealers, and they painted the car black, same color it is now. I like this name, No Phony Pony. And the car was pretty much the same. Check out the interior. Still race functional. Now there's the Lenco I mentioned before that Dr. Ron bought from Jim Van Cleeve that sat for 31 years in his garage. Here's some pictures of the suspension. Looks pretty cool. Look at those wheel tubs back there. So the car was then sold to Steve McGinnis and was named Mr. Magoo. Doesn't look like it's lettering that's been painted, but it might be a sticker. But that's Steve McGinnis there. So the car was raced on and off. I sat in his garage for quite a few years. And then Dr. Ron, as I stated before, bought the car in 2013. He picked it up in 2014, and on the way back to Iowa, via Michigan, he stopped by to see Ernie MacEwen and show him the car after all these years. And that's where these pictures are from. That's Dr. Ron with the yellow hat, Ernie MacEwen there. And there's the Pinto as it was when he picked it up. Now since then, the car's being restored by Dr. Ron. I got to put a little ad in. Check out these headers. On the right are the original headers from the car. There they are sitting in the car. It's kind of cool. And there's that Lenco 4-speed that Dr. Ron bought from Jim Van Cleeve. There's the 409 Cleveland. That looks like Gary Pearson on the left. It's Dr. Ron's crew chief. And there's a 409 Cleveland. That's a beautiful engine right there. Another picture of the interior coming up as it is now. As the car is being restored by Doug Schmidt and his father at Pro Stock Restorations in Streator, Illinois. So the pictures that are going to be coming forward are the ones that we have most recent. So the car is going to be raced in Nostalgia Pro Stock, I suspect. Doug Schmidt has built quite a few Pro Stock cars, including the Gap and Roush Pinto and the BID Fairmont. You'll see them towards the end of this picture. There's the interior now. And here's what really blows me away, is the hand gold leaf lettering that was put on the car originally and then redone with Dr. Ron's restoration. It's cool how they have to wipe that off to make the letters come through. It's amazing the work that's been done to that over the years. It's going to be back into its original form. The paintwork's all done. The engine's all done. The transmission's ready to go. You know there isn't much interior. And I just picked these pictures up. There's the headers again after they've been redone. And coming up next, that's the 409 Cleveland. She's real fine. And that's in the car now as it sits. Beautiful. Here's a picture of Doug Schmidt's Gap and Roush Pinto that he restored and the BID Fairmont. R.I.P. Ernie MacEwen. You really put your mark in Ford and Pro Stock history. I love that picture. Compare the two of their age. There's Dr. Ron's t-shirt. More to come. Stay tuned to DBG.